What is going on, everyone? My name is Bobito, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to make an XP farm using a skeleton spawner or a zombie spawner. So the first principle is make sure your ceiling is at least too high on top of the spawner. So actually, let's just do this. So this shows, that's our little pillar for our spawner. Pretty cool, right? So it's not just hanging in the air. And also because if the zombies were able, or skeletons were able to spawn on top of here, they're not going to be pushed into our trap. So they're just going to be chilling there for a very long time. So now what we're going to have to do is going to make our room 9 by 9. So that involves us cutting out the wall here. Alright. So this actually is something you may have seen already on YouTube or on anything else. Maybe you made it yourself. And there are a lot of different types of spawners out there, but this is the one I use a lot when I make worlds. That gave me the chance to make one of these, and I feel like it's good, it's reliable, and there's not too many complications to it. So now, as you can see, I've discovered this little pile of stuff here, which happens to be a cave, so I'm just going to block it off so we don't have random things walking into our area. And let me just finish that up there. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so now our room is 9 by 9. So let's make sure it is 9 by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now we have 9 by 9. So if you want to stop the video really quick to do all that, be my guest. But now let's actually move on really quick to our next step. And that's taking the floor down by 2. Now I have no world edit on or anything, so I can't make this a little quicker than normal. But that's how easy it is. We're just cutting out all the floor. And I hope you guys will enjoy this. Like, it is pretty basic of a spawner. Let me make sure I got myself on peaceful. Okay. It makes my job a little easier doing it on peaceful, so I don't have skeletons or anything as I'm manufacturing this. But if you don't have the ability to do that, or you're doing a survival world and you're like, oh, I can't do that, that's cheating. So just lay the whole room out with torches. Now guys, if you guys like to see other spawner types and maybe, I don't know, anything else tutorial wise, let me know in the comment section below. Alright, so now that we're down by 2 floors, you see the spawner is trying to do it, but it's on peaceful, so nice try there. So now we have to figure out which way we want our spawner to actually head. Now, since where I want it, I have the staircase right here, so that's where I want my spawner to head toward. So we're going to make a little trench right in the same angle as our spawner. So you're just going to cut down one more, do that, and then pop another hole right there. So it should look something like this, and then a little drop down. So now you're going to take your bucket source. So if you're on survival, make a infinite water source somewhere around here. If you don't know what that is, it's where you can make a 4x4, a 2x2 section that makes 4. Duh. So something kind of like this, and you put it in the 2 corners, and you have an infinite water source. And every time you take water out of it, it will replenish itself pretty much. Pretty cool. So now what we want to do is we want to actually take our water source and place it right there. It will stream all the way down to this last spot, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to cut a hole right here and just lay one more there. So that's the basic of that one. You can pause the video whenever you feel like it, after each one, and then come back to when you're finished. So now let's continue on. What we're going to do is we have these 4x4 sections. We're actually going to need bigger ones. So you're going to punch this wall right here, all the way down 4 more. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be 8 on each side. Let me get over here and do that one. 4, and then we're just going to connect them. And then also what you're going to want to do is you're going to just want to punch a hole in the floor right here. You're going to replace that in a sec, don't worry. And you're just going to punch out the floor right here. Because we want the water to flow outward from our location and not get stuck in the middle. So now what we're going to do is you're just going to hover or sit there. And you're just going to place a water source on each one of these blocks right here. All the way down. So then the water looks something like that. And you can just fill out these little holes right here to make it more better looking. So I'm actually going to do the same thing on this side, and I will be right back, guys. Okay, so now that you have accomplished that, it should look something like this. Water sources falling from both ends into our canal, so let's pretend we're a mob. Oh no, I am caught in water. Oh, I'm still caught in water. It's going somewhere. We're going for lunch. That'd be nice. And we hit a wall. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this wall right here that we just bumped into and cut it out all the way until the water source that we're following stops moving. Once we hit that spot right there, we're going to put a block right there. So we hit the wall and the water source looks like it's still going. So now it's your decision making time. You're going to pick which side you want your killing room to be on. And I'm going to choose this beautiful side right here. Alright, so we're just going to fill out the floor like that. And right here is your water source, and this is the way to your killing room. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the reason why is because when we go to the top or wherever our little tunnel is going to head, we want 3 blocks in between our water source, the starting of our water source, and the end of our tunnel. So this is actually the end of our tunnel right here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to punch out some walls here and drop it all around 1. Yep, 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be that. Right there. So this little room is actually the killing room. We're not going to make it look pretty because, well, we don't really need to do it. Pretty much, if you make it look too pretty, you could actually be looking into something you would see in only Call of Duty, which is campers. Mobs will spawn in here, so light it up before they sneak attack you. So now we accomplished that. What I normally do is I will just normally do that, so at least I know that's where that's going. And get rid of that torch right there. So what you're going to want to do now is, I know how deep mines is. You're just going to want to tunnel up all the way to the top. That's what I'm going to be doing. And then I'm going to go to survival mode in just 1 second. But I'm actually going to be grabbing 22 blocks. That's how high you're going to want this thing to go. It's just 22 blocks. So, game mode survival. So from here, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 22. Okay, so that's our 22 blocks. So now I'm going to head back into creative mode. So now I'm in creative mode. What I normally do, so you don't have to do this, is I will actually mark out a little square around where each side is 1. I'm just going to fill this in because I have an issue with symmetry here. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, my staircase into here is down there. And now what we're actually going to do We're going to remember where ours is. We said it was 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So it should be right here. So let's just dig down and see if we're right. Yes, we are. We're actually pretty on dot. So now that you did that, we can get rid of these blocks right here. I know it's a little hassle for people who are in regular mode. I'm just going to do the same thing again. And that's my little tunnel system. Now let's grab some glass. And all I'm going to do is go 2 more high on the glass. All the way around. I know it's a waste of glass. And then all you're going to do is later on we're just going to seal that up so nothing will die on us. And now comes the fun part. Nah. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep it like this. So it's only a 2 gap. And you're going to place one sign right here. And a bucket of water above it. Because zombies and skeletons are too high, so they're just going to want to jump up that. Make themselves seem a little cool. And you're just going to keep alternating between the signs and the water every other one. I don't like how that looks. There we go. Still going to get the same thing. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go all the way to the top with my signs. Skipping over 1 each. You're going to reach about right here. And now I'm just going to fill every gap in with water. Even right there. So now we're just going to take a sign, place it right there, and that will actually lead us to our little location. But I'm actually going to want that sign right there so mobs actually come up. Well, that's awkward. Very awkward indeed. So now that you're here, let's just seal this up so our mobs do not get burnt by the light of the sun. And we're just going to drop all the way down here to our amazing killing room. Let's decorate our killing room just a little. Mobs are going to drop right here. So basic things you could do is you could put pistons here and make it so they can kill them very easily. I will show you that. Let's see here. Redstone repeater, redstone, sticky piston, and let's get some wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to see it right there. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. And our glass is going to go right across here. So now I'm just going to cut this out one more. There's my thing. I'm just going to place one here. Going to place the blocks here and here. And then we're just going to travel down with our redstone like so. And make a little wall right here. Let me grab a lever. And that should do it. Yep, there we are. Now you could decorate this even more by making it a waterproof one, one that actually travels through the water systems. But now that we have accomplished that, let me actually punch this out just a little more than I already have, because my staircase should be actually around here. So how I'm going to do this, I'm actually going to jump all the way back up to here. Bunch this rock out here. Replace that. This is gonna be the fun part. Do. And as you can see, our trap is right here, ready for us to actually look at. And there we are. We're actually down here now. So now that we're actually down here, we can actually get here pretty quickly. What you also could do is you could set up some light systems on your way down. So our spawner would be right here. So actually, let's head back in here anyway. We have to take care of these right here. If you're on creative, be very careful not to break the actual spawner. And what we could do is we could just do that, and that. Let me grab these out right here. And all we're going to do is go 2 up on each one. And place our torches, our little redstone lamps right here. And circle around like so, avoiding the middle. Alright. So now I see where that is. Alright, cool. You also want to be very careful about mobs spawning in here. So what I normally do is I just lay a few torches down. It doesn't really matter about that area right there. You could put that down there if you want to actually circuit it all the way down here. I'll leave that up to you guys if you really want to. I will seal this back up. Yeah, there it is right here. Alright, so you know, yeah, we're going to seal that all the way up. Make that look pretty cool. Alright, cool. So I can still do all that. Just a little more work than we had planned. But this is just a little light system, so in case like, oh, I want to do this now. Well, now you can. So now my staircase is pretty much concealed. We're actually gonna do that. Yeah, that should work, right? I do that. I had it differently in my my let's build world, whatever you want to call it. So let's just do that, and then string this all the way down. Right here. So all the redstone should be lit up. The torches should be lit up as well. So if we go right below it, we'll see, hey, look, there's light. So that's a pretty cool idea right there. If you guys want to actually try that out yourselves, or if you have a little cooler way of doing it, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be glad to read it. So now let's seal that off. And let's head back on down here. And it doesn't matter if I see it, really. I'm not going to get offended by that. You can seal that off if you would like. And now the final installment to this. All we're going to do is change it to hard difficulty and turn our lamp off, right that. We're going to head back upstairs just to see if we can see the mob spawning. I know. It's kind of dragging on. We passed it. Did we? Yeah, we did. Oh, that's why. I changed the walling. So yeah, the mobs are spawning. Hi. How are you guys doing today? Good. That's excellent. So now we head back down here. You have to be within a certain radius. I believe it's 16 blocks of the spawner. So if you want, you could just stand right here. You're within the block radius. Or right here. Or anywhere in this room. Because you're in the block radius. Now our mobs should be traveling up this little elevator system we have created. Let's go check it out. Yep, here they are. So our moms are actually going to be traveling on down. Bye, guys. You know what we could do is we can just do that, and this will travel them all the way down here, and that will make them drop completely. You need to die now. So yeah, that is your mob spawner right there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button, and also comment whatever you feel like could be improved or not improved, and if it's something I can possibly do, I'll accomplish it and make another video giving you credit for it. And in the description below is where I got some of the basic ideas for this from the YouTuber, so check him out as well. And I'll see you around next time, guys, and bye.